This 26 Sports and CCTV high school football presentation is brought to you by Cadillac Casting Incorporated.
All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Veterans Memorial Stadium here in Cadillac. Dan Gussert along with Bill Dooley bringing you the action on 26 Sports and CCTV. And Dan, we actually have a really good night right now for football.
Oh, it's just perfect here tonight, about 65, 70 degrees, very little wind right here off of Lake Cadillac tonight. We're watching the Vikings here run out onto the field and a little bit of the color guard for the band.
Perfect setting for football with Lake Cadillac in the background, and the Wildcats from Alpena are coming in. They're rolling right now.
Yep.
Two big victories over the Sioux and West Branch, and a tough loss to Escanaba. Cadillac, they're 2-1, and they had a tough loss to John Glenn. Otherwise, they would be undefeated. Yep. And they went up into Petoskey and beat them 30 to 15.
Kind of, if you think about both, the loss for each team, Cadillac was turnovers, did them in, and Alpena, a couple of big turnovers in that game against Escanaba, hurt them.
Yep, the teams, Cadillac has just filed onto the field, and this will be the first Big North game for Alpena. Cadillac is 1-0 in the Big North, and our public announcer tonight is Ross Meyering, and we are just about ready for our national anthem, the Cadillac High School Marching Band, directed by Michael Filkins. High School Marching Band led by Mike Filkins, and boy, it just gets you excited starting the game off with the band out there.
Oh, it surely does, and it sure is nice when everybody can enjoy it without hoods and coats and rain gear on. We had a beautiful night here in Cadillac, Michigan.
We looked at the radar before the game. It looks like the rain hopefully will hold off till near the end of the game, Dan. It's looking like maybe 8, 9 o'clock, somewhere around in there.
Yep.
Might get a little bit of rain moving in.
Yep.
But both these teams have their base offense is a running game, so really probably won't hurt them too much, even if there's a little rain.
Nope. Field conditions should not be an issue here tonight at all. Should be a great Big North Conference football game here.
These teams have a little history over the years being in the Big North, don't they?
Oh, yeah. Last year, Alpena took a victory, 21-18. However, Cadillac leads the series overall 13-8.
Yep. So a lot of history here. Talking to Coach Aaron Sims before the game on the interview, and it's a 3-hour drive down. They actually stop and stretch a little bit in Kalkaska, so I think that's kind of a good idea too. Get that blood going.
And you and I know, with our kids playing a lot of sports over the year, it seems like, especially that first 15 minutes of a game, the team that's traveled a lot, their legs seem to be just not there yet.
So. A little jet lag.
Yep.
All right, the Alpena Wildcats are going to kick off with a little bit of wind to their back, kicking from the south end to the north. The Vikings have, let's see, it looks like number 22, Caden Dennis, and that might be Terrence Taylor. He was taking some kickouts last game. That is Terrence Taylor.
Levi Goebel kicking off here for the Wildcats, and we begin the game.
We're underway. end-over-end kick that drives Caden Dennis back into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback, and the Vikings will start at their own 20-yard line. Just underway here from Veterans Memorial Stadium. It is the Alpena Wildcats and the Cadillac Vikings.
The high school football rules are that ball breaks the plane, and that's a dead play. It's not like in the NFL or college where you can run it out. So,
and the NFL this year, they're bringing it up to the 25.
25, yes, they are.
They want to try and generate a little bit more offense. The Vikings, with their flex bone triple option offense, gets on the field with Keegan Brooks at quarterback. They've got Connor Flint, Caden Dennis as running backs, along with Ryan DeKreiger. There's a give up the middle and churning for a good 5-6 yards.
Yep.
That's Connor Flint.
Brought down by a host of interior linemen there for the Wildcats.
They
certainly see
good size there too.
Jones on the tackle, I'd say there.
All right, 2nd and 5. Vikings, Keegan Brooks. He's had a good season so far, running and passing. Up the middle again. Connor Flint keeping the legs going, and he gets a first down.
I think we've got an injury here on the field, Bill. A slow person getting up. Oh, no, he's all right now. Good to see that.
And Dan, number 70, that's a late change on the numbers. Who is that?
That would be Keegan Newhouse.
All right, 70 is Keegan Newhouse.
5'9", 185-pound junior.
2 running plays. First down for the Vikings. In motion is DeKreiger. He'll take the pitch. DeKreiger slips one tackle. Another one keeps going and moves forward to the 37. Nice job of eluding the tacklers.
Vikings so far done a nice job of breaking some tackles and moving on. Alpena's got to clean that up a little bit better tackling.
Alpena's got some decent size, as we mentioned, on the D-line. Well, as the game goes on, we'll get to some of those names and sizes. All right, the Vikings at their own 36. 2nd down and 5. Keeping it is Brooks. Pitching outside. There's a big opening down the sideline. It's Caden Dennis at the 40. Dennis at the 30, at the 20. He's at the 15, the 10. He is into the touch. Nope, we're going to call him down.
Down at the 1 inch, 1 foot yard. Yeah. Number 40 there for Alpena.
Now they're giving the touchdown sign.
Now it's a signal. Yeah. It's a good piece of officiating there. The two fellas pocket over and give the signal. Looked like he was in from up here.
Sure did, and Cade Dennis was even holding on, just asking the question.
Yep.
And the line judge, Dan, came and made the call.
Yep. That's Isaac Joer, number 40, chasing him down the field. Caught him at the goal line. Great effort on his part.
The Vikings strike like lightning here in the first quarter. They're going to go for 2. Vikings are Vikings up the middle. Keegan Brooks with the keep.
And the signal is good, Bill.
Yeah, signal is good. The 2-point conversion is good for the Vikings. Brooks takes it. See if we can get a replay of that touchdown again from Caden Dennis once he broke through on that sideline. All right. See if we can get another look at that touchdown by the Vikings here in just a second. But the Vikings have jumped out in front 8-0 right off the bat.
Okay, at 10:25 there, Caden Dennis.
There we go.
There he goes.
20, and this is the one spot here where he went for the legs. Number 40, really close as his knee was hitting the ground. That looked like the ball was breaking the plane.
Yeah, tough angle from where we're at. Obviously, the two officials down there right on the line got much better view.
You like to see that too, Dan, where they get together and confer, make the call.
Yep. So the Vikes are set to kick off here. Leading 8-0. Who do we got kicking off here?
It should be Gavin Daniels, number 62. Back to receive for Alpena. We've got number 40. That's Isaac Joer. And also number 11 is Josh Lucas.
That's a short kick, Bill.
Short kick up the middle. taken by Josh Lucas.
Yep.
And the pile will push him back to right around the 35, where they'll take over. Down 8-0. Vikings on top. Vikings were using that short pooch kick on the kickoffs in their first game too, Dan, and that worked out. They got an onside kick last game right off the bat.
We got number 19, I believe, here, Lars MacArthur. Q being the wing tee that we will see here tonight from Alpena.
Their feature back is going to be number 20, Alex Arch. He ran crazy last week.
Yeah, Alex Arch set a school record last week, 286 yards rushing. Congratulations to him. And the Alpena lineman.
Yes, O-line. Get a lot of credit. Balls to 20, Arch.
He's got 9 TDs on the season, Bill. 8 of them in the last 2 ball games. Alpena's offense cranked it up pretty solid the last 2 games.
That's a season for most players, Dan.
Alex Arch, 6'1", 180-pound junior. Lars MacArthur, 6'1", 180-pound junior. Out of that backfield. A lot of junior skill out there right now for Alpena.
Looks like Lee Babcock, number 68, is the center for MacArthur. MacArthur give up the middle.
Couple of broken tackles there. That's Tim Taylor. He's a 5'8 junior, 175 pound.
So both number 2s. We got a Tim Taylor and a Terrence Taylor, both number 2s. That's a little confusing.
It's 3rd and about 2 here for Alpena Wildcats.
9:15 to go here in the first quarter. You are watching high school football action on 26 Sports and CCTV. Dan Gussert and Bill Dooley bringing you the action tonight. All right, right on the 45-yard line. Wildcats looking for 3 yards. The give to Arch.
And he's not going to get it.
Oh, good job by the Viking defense.
Looked like he was following behind number 70 there, Keegan Newhouse. I believe that's the correct number there. And the Vikes had that shut down. We have a timeout on the field with 8:34 right now. Bill, the Vikings leading 8-0.
All right, Dan, let's see if we can get some of our sponsors mentioned here. Let's see. Hold on 1 second.
Okay. While Bill's getting that organized, timeout on the field here, called by Alpena. It's 4th down and 1, just shy of midfield. Looks like about the 46-yard line. They're discussing if they want to run this, what play they want to do. What do we got for sponsors here this season, Bill?
All right, we added a few new sponsors from last week. We have Pack Mail, Bigelow Supply, Doug Glass, High Point, Cadillac Tire, Pizza Plus, Crystal Flash, Vickery Financial, Cadillac Casting, Bowman and Rogers, and LC Materials and the Concrete Store. So we just want to thank our sponsors so much for helping to bring this action on 26 Sports and CCTV. And if you're out there and you can patronize any of these stores, just tell them that you appreciate it. And you saw their on CCTV, 26 Sports.
All righty, here we go. 4th and 1, big play early in the game here. Alpena's getting set.
4th and 1. MacArthur gives off and he plows forward.
And he definitely has the first down, according to the spot officials are marking here.
So Alpena will move the sticks and have a successful first drive, at least, with the first down.
Well, 3rd and short, they went to their right, the strong side of the field, and didn't gain anything. And 4th and a little bit, they went left and got the first down.
The Wildcats, the new set of downs on their own 48-yard line. MacArthur.
We got a flag on the play here. As number 25, Logan Guthrie, was set to run it around the Alpena left side of the field.
Illegal motion on the Wildcats, so that'll bring them back 5. First down and 15. They'll be on about their 40, 44, 43-yard line.
This 4th game of the year for both teams. Probably expect to see a lot less penalty kind of things, those kinds of procedure penalties. Those are pretty much ironed out by this time of year.
And maybe the turnovers dropping down a little also. Up the middle, not much. The Vikings stack it up, and they'll push back. I think that was Tim Taylor, number 2, on the carry.
I couldn't tell you on the tackle, Bill. It looked like about 4 or 5 guys right in there. Certainly leading the way, all the interior linemen, middle linebacker, number 55 out there for the Vikes.
Jacob Kohani, number 75, right in the middle of things, along with Sam Platt. And is that 55? That is Seth Olson.
Vikings are definitely bringing everybody up. They got 8 close to the line, and that's a response to that Alpena wing tee.
Keeping the ball this time is MacArthur. He goes outside and gains minimal, so he still has not got back to the original line of scrimmage.
That's going to bring up 3rd and long. 3rd and about 13, 14 yards here.
So far, the Vikings are doing a nice job containing the run.
Band's picking up the sound here. Getting the Viking fans energized.
Crowd is filling in nicely here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. 6:38 to go here in the first quarter. Vikings on top, 8-0.
Alpena a little slow to get out of the huddle this time, Bill. Let's see if they get this play off.
3rd and 13 for the Wildcats. There's a give up the middle. Nothing. The Vikings all over that one, Dan.
Yep. Kind of surprised on the play call there. But you know what? Alpena's going to stick with what they do best. And they are a run it down your throat kind of football team program.
All right, the Vikings are going to send back Caden Dennis and Clayton McCarthy to receive. They're going to be right around their 20-yard line.
And did you get a number of punting here, Bill? That's number 19, I think, which would be Lars McCarthy.
Yep.
Their quarterback, plus 1.
You have Logan Guthrie, number 25.
Just
almost
about blocked.
Yeah. That one takes a roll right into the hands of Caden Dennis. Dennis out to the right, makes a nice move there, gets rid of one guy, and then 2 tacklers finally bring him down at the 43. But what a tough run there by Caden Dennis.
That was a very, very good run. Nice tackle there by big number 70 again. Keegan Newhouse wrapped him up, did not let him go. Vikings are going to take over, leading 8-0 with 5:36 to go in the quarter. Just past their 40-yard line, around maybe the 41.5.
Vikings had great pressure on that one, Dan. That caused the kick to be a low-line drive and a good return for the Vikes.
It's a big early possession. Alpena doesn't want to go down by 2 scores.
Handoff up the middle. The Wildcats this time deny any yardage.
Yep. That would be number 51 in the middle of that, right? Ian Smith. Yep. 210-pound senior for Alpena.
I've got 240 on my sheet, 51.
I could be reading the wrong number, Bill.
That's all right. He's a big kid.
He's a good-sized kid.
He's over
yes.
200 pounds.
Nope.
All right, Keegan Brooks brings the troops up to the line. In motion is Dennis. Brooks out to Dennis on the right side. He avoids one tackle, and then he's put down at the 48-yard line.
That was number 54 with a tackle there. Beginning of that tackle, Barrett Jones.
And help from Jacob Barlow, number 23, finished off Dennis. So
he's one of the captains for Alpena, number 54.
Vikings have a manageable 3rd down and 3 right near midfield. In motion is Dennis. Right up the middle, busting through, and, he made it over the 50, but a little short of the first down.
Now, the mark they're giving him on our side, Bill, looks good, but the marker on the other side looks short, so it's hard to tell here.
They're giving him the first
They're
down.
giving him the first, yep. It looked like the 2 officials, one on our end, one on theirs, weren't really lined up evenly, but
That was a generous mark on the line change
so.
on this side. Yep. Vikings will take it.
They just crossed midfield. 4 minutes and a little bit here in the first quarter.
The clock has been running almost constantly. There has not been a pass yet by either team. Spiking the ball is Keegan Brooks.
Not sure what that was all about. Might have been just to get the play off. I think their play clock was winding down. I mean, there's no play clock, but
yeah, I don't.
There was a lot of confusion there. Several Viking players looking over at the bench while that snap happened. Probably a good play on Keegan's part. Stop the clock. And
4:03 to go here in the first quarter. Brooks keeps over to Dennis. This time, Logan Guthrie, number 25, will wrap him up, and then a host of Wildcats will come in to finish it off.
Seems to be a little confusion going on here. I'm looking up at the clock, which says 1st and 10, and I'm looking over at the chains across the way, which say 3rd down. And yeah, I think they got her straightened out now. Good job here by everybody managing things. We got the chain gang on the other side, clock keeper up here. A lot of people needed to run a high school sporting event.
Okay, it's 3rd and 11 from the Wildcat 49. In motion is DeKreiger. The give is DeKreiger out to the left. DeKreiger is wrapped up by 51 and brought down on the 45. That's Ian Smith again.
Nice hard running by Ryan DeKreiger. Lives actually in my neighborhood, Bill. I watched his mother and father walk in, and I see his older brother Tyler here, home for the weekend to watch his baby brother play a ball game.
I accidentally called Ryan Tyler last week during the game, so I apologized after that. So, and I saw his shoulder pad kind of came loose on that first would-be tackle.
Vikes back to punt here, 4th and 7. Alpena has sent nobody back. Okay, now number 20.
That's Alex Arch.
And that's Arch, yep, very dangerous. And he is going to field this ball.
Daniels will angle it toward the right side. The Vikings are going to get a good roll here. They're going to let it go all the way down to the 5-yard line. Nice special teams right there, Dan.
Yep. You know, it's fielding punts, tough thing to do, and a lot of times it's just best if it's not coming right to you to not try and do anything on the dead run. That's where those turnovers happen, and boy, I tell you what, I think Arch made a good decision, because if you turn it over down there, you give Cadillac short field, that's not going to help you win ball games. Wise decision by that young man.
All right, the Alpena will take control deep in their own territory on the 5-yard line. They are down 8-0. Cadillac, that time, Alpena did a better job. They allowed 1 first down on that recent drive. All right. Full backfield right now for the Wildcats.
Shadow of their own goal line. That's up the middle. Up the middle there. Viking defensive front holds pretty steady. Short gain for Alpena.
Yep, Tim Taylor, number 2. And on the tackle, we had 55. That is Seth Olson.
I think Olson on the tackle there also.
Yep. 2nd down and 8. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
Alpena run a little wider. This time got a little bit more room to run.
Yeah, he was drilled pretty good there. So we can get a number for the Vikings with the hit.
Was that number 22 on the carry there, Caribou?
Number 7 for the Vikings had a good hit. That's Tanner Cochran.
3rd and 5, Bill. We are counting down inside of 1:20 to go in a fast-moving first quarter. A lot of ground game.
Yes, sir. And the wind, there's going to be a little bit of help from the south side. Alpena.
He is going to be short.
Yeah, another good job by the Vikings defense.
And he looks like number 33 on the tackle there, Bill. That would be Ryan DeKreiger.
Yep, and 25 was the ball carrier. That's Logan Guthrie. He is their sophomore at 6'2" and 195. So good size for a sophomore.
Yep.
They have 3 sophomores on their roster. Dan, 2 of them with, the other one is Zach Kramer, and he's 6'2", 300.
300, yep. All right, and we have MacArthur back to punt again for the for the Wildcats here.
It's going to be
good punt this
Logan
time.
Guthrie. Bouncing off Caden Dennis, but he gets it right back. Heading to the left side, the Wildcats will cover him up right near the 47-yard line, so not much of a return.
No, good coverage right there. Vikes got a little bit of a break. Ball bounced right back up to him there. We got a little more than 13 seconds to go, 13.3 here, and we'll probably see one more play and we'll have a quarter.
And Logan Guthrie that time had a nice punt, did not have any pressure up the middle like last time.
Vikings are leading 8-0 here. TD at 10:25 of the first quarter by Caden Dennis. And Keegan Brooks ran in the 2-point conversion on that.
Yeah, we want to get our referees in here real quick. Well, we'll wait till the second quarter. The Vikings with 13 seconds to go here in the first quarter. First down from the 47. Up the middle to Connor Flint.
Connor Flint tackled right there by big number 78, I think. Nope,
79.
That'd be 79. That would be Zachary Ozer. 6 foot, 270 pound, another junior here for Alpena.
Yeah. And that'll end the first quarter with the Vikings holding an 8-0 lead. You are watching high school football action on 26 Sports and CCTV. We will be right back with second quarter action in just a moment.